Alrighty. I'll show you something that Mr. RV expert doesn't know.
Stove where the toilet is at? I don't know what that is. It's kind of...
Only an Assyrian would think to put a stove and a toilet side by side, especially when it shits in a Walmart bag. But have a look at this.
Some got a weird thing here. I've never seen one like this where it's got some sort of a weird bed frame here.
Never seen anything like that. Some sort of a weird bed frame. Last time I checked, that's how they mount the heater systems in them, the propane heaters. I'm no expert, but, you know, and I don't really give a shit about RVs, but my parents had a propane heater retrofitted into their camper trailer, whatever you want to call it. Some of you have seen it on the main channel a couple of years ago. It's fucking fairly big. With a price tag, oh fuck it, they're not going to hear me saying on this channel, $55,000 it cost them. It's not an RV, this is just a frickin' trailer, 55 grand. But that's sort of what it looks like, and you have, I don't know if you have like air conditioning set up the same way, but I know definitely the heater system is set up like that. Now sometimes it'll be under a seat. But of course this is one of these RVs, and if you actually look, that is actually a seat. And of course you can use the bottom half of the seat as a bed if you want to, in which case in a lot of these van-based RVs you probably would. But Mr. Expert here, you know, wouldn't know anything about that. Rather interesting. Yeah. He's looking up camper vans that are $18,500 and all this sort of shit. Like, where's the money coming from this time? The guy sure going to come down in the UFO and just like fucking dump a bunch of hundreds on the ground? Because if he did, then Elvis would be whinging that he needed somebody else to come and help him pick it all up. Because he wouldn't be motivated enough to pick up, you know, 20 grand worth of fucking $100 notes sitting on the grass. And you just want to hope that he hadn't had a little poop in that grass prior to the guy to sure dumping all the money down. But unless he's, you know, expecting some big windfall, look, what's the point of looking at these things? Oh, I could sell this van. You can't sell this van for shit. It's got engine noise issues. It's got freaking, you know, it had generator issues. Everything that it could possibly be fucking broken down is broken down. He took the shitter out. And for those of you who don't know, because I do remember it on a hangout with Rosie and him, he got in the shower and he cracked the shower base. So it's a cracked shower base, but he's worked out how to make a shower off the frickin' kitchen tap / faucet. Yeah, dude, I can go and get the same sort of thing from the local supermarket for $5. But he managed to spend $20 getting some sort of a fitting that does the same thing, so he could have a shower outside. I think he might have said good for cold showers. I don't know how his hot water system's going in that thing, if it's going at all. And I really question if it's going at all, knowing him. But he's cracked the shower base. Now he's emptied out the black tank and the frickin' dunny. This one he's showing here is the same type. It's another Coachman. It's got the wheels on it like Coates has got. And they went $6 grand for it, which all things considered, you know, is really on the higher end for the price of that. But, you know, next thing you know, he's looking at one's $18.5 grand. Like, get real, dude. You broke as shit, you know. I mean, I might have that sort of money laying around, but I know you don't, you know. And that's, it's just bloody window shopping and make a whole hangout just based on going around looking at a whole bunch of websites. If we want to spend our night looking at classifieds, we can do it too. But this guy's going to spend an entire hangout doing that. And quite a few times he's spent that doing hangouts. You know, he's spent doing hangouts where he's just going through classifieds. But it's all just some guy with no cash dreaming away.